Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I would like to welcome you all for Chennai Tamil Toastmaster Club meeting number 26. Chennai Tamil Toastmaster Club is the only club which running 3 online meetings and 2 offline meetings on every Saturday and Sunday. I would like to thank you all for giving this opportunity for serving as a SIA for today's session. And for every meeting, we have 3 ground rules which we need to follow. The first one is kindly switch off or unmute mute your mobile and other devices. While the second thing is that while speaker is on the stage or giving their speech, don't interrupt in between. And third, we should not talk sex, religion, politics related content during our speeches. Last but not least, our Toastmaster mission. Toastmaster mission is that to provide a positive and supportive environment that improve our communication and leadership skill in such a way that to be supporting members to develop their communication and leadership skills. With this note, I will call upon our presiding officer to continue today's session. Our presiding officer, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan, to tell about the Toastmaster Ezhilarasan. He is a seasoned professional with over 2 decades of experience in the chemical industry, serving as a production supervisor in Qatar for 20 years. When he is leading teams at work or serving as our dedicated area director, you can find him on the badminton court or finding him through yoga and meditation call. Would you like to welcome our Toastmaster Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan, sir? Toastmaster Ezhilarasan, sir, the stage is on yours. Over to you.
Thank you, Anbarasan, for the warm opening and setting the stage. Good evening, Toastmasters and fellow Toastmaster, distinct Toastmaster, and my dear guest. A very warm good evening to all. My dear Toastmasters, in any communication, 30% is the content. What is the remaining 70%? The 70%, how we can able to add in the communication. What it is? What are the elements of that remaining 70%? So to learn about that, this is the right platform. So to add the remaining 70% element in our communication, we have an institution that is called this Toastmaster Club. So to learn about that, we are here. Very happy to see you all in this nice evening. With that note, let me declare Chennai Tamil Toastmaster Club meeting number 26 and Smart Professional Toastmaster meeting number 5 is open. I think today we don't have any guest, so that don't have to talk about the Toastmaster Club. Already everybody aware of that. So to conduct this meeting, we have a passionate Toastmaster, Deepak Raj, but not yet joined. So that let us go ahead with the role player introduction. Actually, the Deepak Raj theme was still thinking. So let me tell something about still thinking. What Deepak Raj would have thought, just my assumption. So still thinking means what you feel all. So still thinking, is it a bad or good? So something you want to start, but you are thinking, and is it a good sign or bad sign? So if you take time to work on that, that's a good sign. That means you worry about that. You don't want to fail in that. So that you are buying time. Still thinking is not a bad sign, but you still thinking that how much you are thinking, how much time you are thinking. So that is matter. So still thinking is okay to have, but still thinking is not okay to have. So sometimes we have to implement our ideas, right? That's what just came into my mind about still thinking. Still thinking is a good sign, but should not take too much time to think. So with that note, let us go ahead with the role players introduction. Today's role players Today we have a passionate Toastmaster Srimati as timer today. Toastmaster Srimati, could you please explain your role as a timer?
Yes. Good evening, all. So today I'm taking the timer role. As a timer, I will take time for the table topics and speeches and for evaluation section. For the table topic, the time limit should be 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. And for educational section, we have 13 to 15 minutes. At 13 minutes, I will show the green card. At 14 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And for the 15th minute, I will show the red card. And for today's speeches, we have 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card. At 7th minute, I will show the red card. And for the individual evaluations, we have 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. At third minute, I will show the red card. So that's all about the, and while calling upon, I will show, at the end of the meeting, I will do my report. So I will encourage every participant to maintain the time limit. Thank you. Over to you, Ezhilarasan sir.
Thank you very much, Srimati. And the next role player we have accounter Anbarasan. Anbarasan is a automobile professional. Anbarasan, could you please explain your role as a accounter?
Once again, thank you, Ezhilarasan sir, for giving this opportunity. And today I'm serving as a counter for this session. For being in my role and responsibility is to watch continuous the flow of the meeting and each speakers how they were using the pronouncing their words and how much filler words and but maybe kind of words during their speech. And end of the session, when general evaluator calls upon, I will submit my report. Over to you, proceeding officer.
Thank you very much, Anbarasan. The next role player, we have TM Uma Nataraj ma'am, always supporting our club. Whatever the dropped out roles, instantly taking and ready to support us. Uma Nataraj ma'am, could you please explain your role as a grammarian? You are muted, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan. Today, as a grammarian, my role is to listen carefully to everyone's use of the English language. I will note effective word choices, good grammar, sentence structure, and any language improvements that can help us all become better communicators. So today's word of the day is reflect. It is a verb, meaning to think carefully and deeply about something. Example, take a few minutes every day to reflect on what you have learned. Can I have anyone to use the word of the day, reflect? One sentence as an example. You have to use the word reflect. Anybody, please try.
Our face is reflecting our thoughts.
Very, very good. Our face, they say that the face is the index of the mind, and definitely our face reflects our inner thoughts. Thank you, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan. And the idiom of the day is think outside the box, meaning to think creatively and come up with new or unusual ideas instead of following the usual way of doing things. Example, to solve the problem, our team had to think outside the box and find an innovative solution. So thinking out of the box or think outside the box. Anybody can try this idiom? Think outside the box. Anybody other than Toastmaster Ezhilarasan?
We have to think outside the box to lead a successful life.
Very true. So only when we think out of the box, when we use creativity in our life or any such situations, how to handle multiple roles or how to call somebody immediately like Toastmaster Kavitha does, we have to think outside the box. So thank you, Toastmaster Kavitha, for chipping in. And I encourage everyone to use the word of the day and idiom of the day in their speeches and also in table topics. And to support them, please give a thumbs up if they use the word of the day. If they use both the word of the day and idiom of the day, give a double thumbs up. With this, I hand over the stage back to the president. Over to you, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan. I will come back when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you, ma'am, for instantly accepting the role and explaining the role details. And then we have a trivia master, Kavitha, ma'am. Could you please take trivia master role?
We have Uday Kumar. He is
Uday Kumar,
doing
yeah.
the trivia master. Uday Kumar, yes.
Uday Kumar available?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Uday Kumar, welcome back. Thank you for joining. So Uday Kumar is a new Toastmaster to our club. I think he's existing Toastmaster in some other club. Happy to see you again. Uday Kumar, could you please explain your role as a trivia master?
So, I'm not aware of detail, but anyway, let me try this. I want to collect the.
Yeah, in that case, I can tell you just to know you also, so that you can perform well in that role. So the trivia master role is just you need to observe all these meeting contents and take a note from that content of the meeting. And from that, you need to frame a question, few questions, and ask the audience at the end of the meeting when general evaluator allowing you. So I hope you got it. Whatever the content from the meeting, you can have some points from that, frame a question and ask the people at the end of the meeting. It's okay, right?
Yes. I will collect the detail and let me take a note what question I have to ask. Then I will ask the same. Sir.
Thank you very much. So
the intent also you can tell what is the intent of this session, this trivia master role.
Okay. Can you please?
Yeah, this is just to verify the focus of the audience, how focused you are in the meeting, how attentive you are in the meeting. Just your face is here and thoughts are somewhere else. That should not be the case. To verify that you are physically and mentally present in the meeting, to verify that these questions are framed. So that is the intention of this role. All the best, Uday Kumar. So we have all the role players now. The meeting is set. So still our two role players not yet joined. Kavitha, Deepak.
Yes, sir. We can proceed with the educational session. Then
Yeah, still our role players join. We will move forward due to time concern. We don't have to wait for those role players. Let us move on to the educational section. Before moving to the educational session, let us touch a little bit on this theme of the day. Still thinking. So I'm also still thinking what to talk about this theme. My dear friends, every Toastmaster meeting celebrate reflective spirit. Every speech, every evaluation, every role is a chance to think deeply. So these opportunities giving a chance to think, to refine our ideas and to share them with confidence. So this is the intention of the Toastmaster meeting. So wherever you have a chance to think, allowing you to think, that means there is a scope of improvement. We have to grab that opportunity. Today, how some of the role players are instantly grabbing that opportunity to train their mind how to think effectively. So that is this Toastmaster platform giving that opportunity. Okay, let us still think about the theme later. So let us move on to the next session of our meeting today. So the next session is the special educational session. Actually, is going to be presented by our passionate Toastmaster Pradyumna. I did not get the proper introduction of Pradyumna due to the sudden acceptance of this role. Pradyumna, please tell about few briefly about you, and then you can start your educational session. The virtual stage is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Please let me welcome Pradyumna with your thunderous round of applause. Thank you.
Just a moment, please. I'll be back. I'll just a moment. I'm just setting up this table.
Okay. Meantime, we can request someone to use word of the day as well as idiom of the day. Anyone would like to try? Today's we have very interesting theme. Still thinking.
Yeah, still you can continue to think and use the word of the day and idiom of the day. Just any time, not in connection with the meeting also, you can make a statement and share with us. So let us talk about the still thinking. Little more content I have. The still thinking, whether you are preparing a speech, evaluating a peer, or simply listening, remember, the best ideas often come after the thoughtful pause. So the pause is the familiar one in the Toastmaster meeting. How effectively you are using the pause. So that is very, very important. Whenever you are using, you are still thinking. That you keep in your mind. But the other person, the audience, should not identify that you are still thinking. That much effectively, you have to use your pause. So that is still thinking. So let us hand over stage back to Pradyumna.
Hi all, how are you?
Good, good.
Great. I request everyone to come on videos so we can have a nice interaction. And Toastmaster Ezhilarasan, I guess most of you know me. Well, I am Pradyumna from Viprobits Toastmasters Club. It's been around 5 years I'm into Toastmasters. This is the first education session I'm taking up. Talking about my Toastmasters journey, I have joined Toastmasters on November 17, 2021. I have joined Toastmasters where I was very much fond of stage and mic. I just go to the stage whenever a stage and mic is there and someone calls. I never hesitate to go. Whatever I speak, if I ruin, I'll ruin it confidently. But I will never miss an opportunity to get onto the stage and take a mic. But the worst thing about me is I'm very bad at talking to the person next to me. Let's see, I would overcome that problem in future. And after joining, I was very much fond of giving speeches, but I thought my attitude is no rush. Slow and steady wins the race. And on top of the cherry on the cake was our club had reimbursement system where on the completion of one level in 6 months, that is one term, we would be reimbursed the entire amount we have paid. Then I have calculated one speech a month. 5 speeches in 5 months. Level 1 is done and I'll claim my reimbursement. Done. In this, I have kept a norm for myself, that is, the speeches should be organic. They should hit me naturally. I shouldn't refer any material that should influence my thought. It should be out of my heart. Let's see how it happens. This norm is because when the speech comes from inside us, the speech would look natural and natural speech would connect with everyone, is what I believe. But one fine day after delivering my second speech and a week after that, which was I have delivered my icebreaker on December 9, 2021 and my second speech on someday in January. And on Feb 3rd, I was ready with my third speech written and shared with my mentor. I got a call from him and he said, "Hey Pradyumna, I have been liking your speeches and you're doing good in things. Why don't you take part in contest?" This talk had happened on Feb 3, 2022. And do you know when was the contest? Umana?
Maybe the next week itself.
Ah,
just
you are
guessed.
close. But fortunately, I had 3 weeks gap. The contest was on Feb 24, 2022. Now, what is the challenge here, Smriti?
Less time to prepare.
I can't say that. Would anyone want to try?
Thought that prepare it later.
No. The problem was not preparation, but I should complete 2 levels in that gap. So that slow and steady thought was kept aside, but this organic thought did not leave my mind. So I had to go out of the box in order to build speeches in my mind. And I just reiterated my life and started reflecting on every scenario and made the speeches. And finally, I have completed and made it to the area level and won the second place. That story is over. And I had a 2 months of jet lag. After that jet lag, people started to call me for evaluation. Why don't you? Could you do the evaluator role? Could you evaluate so and so person? I was very reluctant to this role. Why? Because if I feedback someone, they shouldn't feel offended. And I don't believe myself that I could be that way. And when I did an evaluation in order to complete my level 1, I got an evaluation in such a way that you are unfit to be an evaluator. And that stomped me down into the ground. Fine. I went with the same reluctance and I took my phone and I joined through it because I was reluctant and I did not set up a TV I didn't wish to set up this kind of equipment due to the reluctance. And I joined through my phone and I was just listening casually. But I should speak something on the evaluation, right? It's okay. General evaluator might scold me because I may just speak some rubbish or something awkward. Fine, let me speak whatever I have. But let me speak. I should have at least this much of content, right? So for that, I just took something because I couldn't find anything to write. And my mind took me out of box again and it gave me this thing. What is this? Srimati.
White paper.
What?
White paper, huh?
No, it's a tissue paper. So I wrote the evaluation points on tissue paper. But who knows? Tissue paper could also think out of the box. It made a magic in such a way that it made the evaluation very much easy. My club president, who have left our club after her tenure is over, happened to be my college senior. She also scolded me that you need to improve a lot. After a while, she said to one of my club members that I have evolved Pradyumna after listening to my evaluations. And as the years passed, 2 veteran Toastmasters who happened to be my friends said, "I'm liking your evaluations these days." Since years, I did not believe I'm a good evaluator. But when they said, I started to reiterate what happened for me where I'm thinking I'm a bad evaluator, but they are saying they're liking. They won't say just like that. So I have reiterated and saw this tissue paper scene. What I did was, this tissue paper, if you see, it's a normal paper which is used after the breakfast or any meal, just to wipe it up. But if you observe keenly, it has 4 layers. Just like the just like the breakfast of the champion has 4 layers, the evaluation. And those 4 layers are applied in these 4 layers. I took the tissue paper. In the first layer, I wrote what all the things I have liked in the speech. Flip it. What are the things that you feel, that I feel I could improve? Write them down. Now, 2 layers are done. Flip it. 1, 2. And here, now the speech we have observed where the speech was so good and strong. And we saw where we need some fillings so that which are not so good, they could be improved and become better. Now, it's our challenge to make it better, best, and better than the best. In order to do that, not just improvements would suffice, we need something more to take the speech to the next level. What do we need? Srimati? Despite good points and improvements, we need something else. Do we actually need something else to take the speech to next level? If yes, what is that? That's called challenges. We can throw the challenges to the speaker. You have done these things very well, A, B, C. And if you could have improved here, that would be great. And in order to take your speech to the next level, from the ground floor to the first floor, or from the 5th floor to the 6th floor, I have a challenge for you. You incorporate these things in your speech, then it would be a grand success. Challenge. Finally, after telling positive, improvement, challenges, I use the 4th layer to summarize. On discussing this with one of my friends, that this tissue paper have helped me to extract a good evaluator out of me. Can I share this trick? I was hesitant because showing a tissue paper is not a good thing. Then they said, yeah, tissue paper also sometimes it helps, and helped me figure out a framework of evaluation. That framework is called PICS. P-I-C-S. P stands for positive, I stands for improvement, C stands for challenge, S stands for summary. PICS. And in this PICS, we should also see how much we are dumping, how much we are providing. We should also be cautious about the length and the size of the evaluation. Only small piece of evaluation wouldn't be sufficient. Or give an elephant size of evaluation, then the speaker will leave Toastmasters in the day 1 itself. And second thing to be noted is, we should always tell the truth. Like it was said in our ancient scriptures, we should tell the truth, but we should say what they like. Though it is the truth, don't say if they don't like, and though if they like, don't say the lie. First, we need to elevate them and motivate them. So first, we need to point off point out the positives. They should be in the maximum size, like the breakfast, the protein of the meal plate. They should be maximum. And maximum in the sense, either 3 to 4. Do not exceed 4.4 positive points. 2. The improvements. Improvements should always be 1 point less than positive. Because if negatives are more than positives, that short lives the motivation as speaker. So, if we say 1, 2, 3, 4 are the points I liked in you, we have to say 4, 5 are the places you have to improve. So, it will be a better speech. And challenges. Challenges should never go beyond 2. There should be 1 or 2. If we dump 10 challenges at a time, 1, we will run out of the time. 2, the speaker runs out of the club. So, 2 challenges or 1. Enough. Then, summary. We have to summarize. So, you have been good in these areas. Incorporate these suggestions and try out these challenges. Then, your speech would be better than the best. Now, the speaker is motivated once again and they will do ace in their future endeavors. This is the learning a tissue paper have taught me, and after few days, I just happened to throw this out. In the same way, after giving the evaluation, do not note down, just throw it out. So we will try to remember ourselves, and in future, in the time of context, we don't need to rely on a paper. That's the best evaluation, I believe. But until that, use, if not tissue paper, use a paper, divide into 4 layers, and implement the PICS framework. If you feel it helpful, then well and good. Hope you have liked the session, and I hope it's informative. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Pradyumna, for the wonderful education session. Actually, the art of evaluation, it's not a simple topic, my dear Toastmasters. It's a very delicate area to touch, because if you cross one line above, that will go in different direction. So, very precisely explained by our Pradyumna how to have a effective evaluation. Thank you, Pradyumna, for that wonderful education session. So let us talk about that in the evaluation. With that note, let us move on to our next session of our meeting. That is a prepared speeches session. Before move on to the prepared speeches session, let us think about our still thinking theme. My dear friends, still thinking means sometimes we used to follow this technique. Mainly, I used to follow. Most of us used to follow, I think, whenever the table topic master take the podium. So we used to start thinking, right? So that time only we will become a philosopher and we will show our face very seriously and start thinking deeply about something else other than the table topics. So I used to do that. I think many of us face showing, reflecting my thoughts. Am I right? So the next area, the still thinking, I used to follow, where, sometimes my wife used to tell some jobs to me. For example, a simple job. While going out, please throw this trash outside. So usually, as usual, I used to forget that. The trash bag would be there only. So when I come back, my wife used to ask something, why you did not throw that trash bag out? I used to keep my face very seriously and start thinking, still thinking like that. I will have a deep thinking about something else just to hide from my wife. So she used to think she's in very deep thinking about very important thing so that she would not disturb me. So this type of techniques I used to follow by using the still thinking technique. So the another one area, the still thinking where it will work out, whenever we go to some restaurant, we used to see the menu. Actually, the price would be more and we don't know what to select, how to select. That name, we might not be very familiar. So even the name is familiar, in that particular restaurant, how it would be, that we don't know. That time, we used to still think till the waiter is fed up with that our order. So you all experience, right? We get confused when we see the menu. There are a lot of things and we would be still thinking about that. So these are all the areas we used our still thinking technique. But still thinking is not a bad habit. It is a precautionary measure. It's a caution, giving a good thought in your mind so that anyway you are thinking, right? It's a good effort. Good to have still thinking effort. Let us talk more about that in the later stage. With that, let us move on to the next session, the prepared speeches session. The prepared speech, we have one speaker here, Anshuman Mahaputra. So I request his speech evaluator, Smriti Agarwal, to explain his speech objectives. Smriti Agarwal, would you please explain?
Thank you. Thank you to our amazing presiding officer. My target speaker today is delivering his speech from the pathway Engaging Humor from level 2, and this is going to be his first project. The purpose of this project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. Timer, please note that the time length for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. With that, I wish my speaker all the very best, and I hand over the virtual podium again to our fabulous Toastmaster of the Day, stand-in Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Smriti Agarwal. You are right. As you are still thinking, I'm also still thinking what role I'm playing now. I don't know. Thank you very much. Let us move on to the prepared speeches session. We have Anshuman Mahaputra. To tell about him, he's a corporate banker with more than 20 years of experience, living in Qatar since 14 years with 2 wonderful kids and wife. Joined Toastmaster to improve his skill with variety of audience. So that is his objective. Best wishes, Anshuman. The stage is yours. Anshuman? Anshuman available? Anshuman?
He unmuted. He unmuted, sir.
Yeah. Welcome back, Anshuman. We are waiting for your speech. Go ahead. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening to all fellow Toastmasters, my dear friends.
Good evening.
When I was given this opportunity to deliver my speech, I was still thinking on what subject I will deliver this. Because I continue to still think about the speech title, I eventually wrote the same thing to my TMOD that time and mentioned that still thinking about the topic. And eventually that has become my topic, still thinking. So any mistakes in my today's speech, please understand that it was my miscalculation and it was a misunderstanding of my topic, which is eventually resulted into a difficult situation where my delivery of the speech also become a still thinking work in progress speech. Once again, warm welcome to all the Toastmaster present here. I'm new to you. Some of you must be knowing me. As a matter of fact, every day my life starts with a still thinking process. For me, still thinking is a tremendous opportunity. Why it is a tremendous opportunity? Because it gives a huge amount of spontaneous to bring in spontaneous brilliance. For example, when the alarm rings in the morning around 5:15, just gradually opening my eyes, I was still thinking, should I get up now or 15-20 minutes more I need? And that 15-20 minutes, because of still thinking process, goes for half an hour, eventually 45 minutes, and I get up around 6:15, 6:30 and get late to the office. So my dear friends, as I told you, the still thinking process is a part of my life. What has happened last year, I wanted to buy a car. While I was still thinking about what brand I should purchase, I kept searching and evaluating various options. After seeing reviews of 25 different cars, suddenly last February and the war started and economic downturn has come. In this way, by still thinking, I stopped thinking to purchase a new car. So think about it. The 25 reviews I have read through has gone wasted. So I gradually started believing that rather than still thinking, it is a time to take action. Honestly speaking, I was not the same person earlier. I was a very career oriented student when I started thinking about my career seriously. After my plus 2 science, which is junior college science, I have decided to pursue in bioscience my career. Having said that, that time lot of opportunities were there in genetics and biosciences. This was a developing field. But then after completing 2.5 years of study, I realized doing MBA will get me a cheaper, faster job. So I changed. While I was still thinking about an option in bioscience, I opted for MBA in HR department. HR is a subject because I communicate with people well. I thought it will help me to get a good job. But eventually, there are a lot of competitive examination were going, openings from banks. That time privatization was taking place. So openings in banks and private organizations were more. So I opted to appear for a test, bank test, and I got through and got into a banking job. So finally, with my deep thinking, I could move from an HR oriented job, which I originally opted for, to a finance oriented job. So, ladies and gentlemen, thinking itself can change also your career. Like I said, I was initially a career oriented, but because of my overthinking, I changed from HR orientation of a job and studies to a finance oriented job. Every day, my life also started every day, every other day, I start my life overthinking on many other aspects. For example, I decide to diet because of my weight. I wanted to have something properly to control my diet and have a proper weight control. The only thing which helps me is I did not stop thinking because I'm thinking too much. I keep on going to the refrigerator, decide to take something new, try something new which is less energetic, but I end up after 15, 20 minutes of thinking, a cold drink. So again, last but not least, thinking is good, no doubt about it. But when we are thinking too much and we are not doing anything, that will result in nothing. So these days, I stopped thinking and started working on my loopholes. Because I stopped thinking and start working, the delivery of the speech has come to live today in front of all of you. So, my dear friends, fellow Toastmasters, let us not overthink. While thinking will occasionally bring the spontaneous brilliance in us, but working, doing things will result friends like you. Today's interaction, I enjoyed. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Anshuman, for the wonderful instant speech about the still thinking attitude. I think you are still thinking how to talk about still thinking. Excellent content. There was a humor in that. Let us talk more about the evaluation session. My dear friends, with that, let us move on to our theme. Still thinking. So still thinking is not a bad attitude, as Anshuman mentioned. There are a lot of benefits out of that and a lot of disadvantages also there. So let us analyze both advantages and disadvantages of the still thinking attitude. So the still thinking attitude, the positive is the thoughtful decisions. So those type of people, they will not take impulsive decision. So which will end up in a bad situation. So they won't be impulsive, the still thinking people. That is a good attitude to have. And still thinking people would have a creative thoughts inside. They will be having more creative ideas inside, right? It will not be an instant decision, and they will have more emotional balance. That's what the Google is saying. They will have more emotional balance. So still thinking having is a good idea. And they will have the better problem solving ability than the impulsive people. No need to take instant decision for anything. So we have to take time for anything. So instantly, and no need to jump into anything and mess up something like that. Better problem solving, and they would have better communication ability. So they will not be fast in their communication, and they will think in their mind, analyze, and then deliver. So that is good to have that. The strategic planning is good with the still thinking people. Learning and growth would be there. So these are all the positive points about the still thinking attitude, so that you can have it with you. So let us analyze about the disadvantages of still thinking attitude in the later session. Before that, let us move on to the next session of our meeting, the table topic session. As I said earlier, we all still thinking, right? So our face would change in different phase by seeing a table topic master, because we are still thinking whether to take the topic or not. So to conduct that table topic session, we have a passionate Toastmaster, Toastmaster Kavitha. If you ask her one line, I'm a mobile application developer. There is a multiple personality within her. Everybody knows about that. Who is coordinating all this meeting wonderfully. I cannot manage how she is doing all those things. I cannot imagine also to compete with her or do something like that. So let us welcome Kavitha to conduct table topic session. Kavitha, stage is yours.
Thank you so much, today's Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ezhilarasan, for your warm introduction. Dear Toastmasters and the guests, thank you for joining us and for this wonderful session, table topics. Everyone will get the opportunity to speak on their feet. The time duration is 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute timer will show the green card. 1 minute 30 seconds timer will show the yellow card. At 2 minutes timer will show the red card. Everyone will get 30 seconds to wrap up. As we have more time today, everyone will get the opportunity. Today's theme is still thinking, and the word of the day is reflect. And the idiom of the day is thinking out of the box. I request everyone to use today's theme, word of the day, as well as idiom of the day in your speech. Let's move on to this today's table topic segment. Who is going to be our first volunteer? Today's topics are very simple and easy, so I request everyone to participate. Okay, so we have our grammarian Toastmaster Uma Nadraj. Okay, ma'am. Your topic is, what is the one habit you are still thinking of implementing? What is one habit you are still thinking of implementing? Over to you, Toastmaster Uma Nadraj.
When I think of the word habit, it has HABIT, 5 letters. So if you take away H, a bit remains. If you take away A, bit remains. If you take away B, it remains. And if you take away I, T remains. So habit is, what do you say? It's a practice which you develop over a period of time. And I have always been thinking of going for regular walks. I do it for some days, then take a break. Again, I'll think, oh, I have to walk when somebody says health is wealth, or when somebody gets admitted to the hospital. Oh, I have to take care of my health. I have to walk. Then I walk for 2 days. Again, I stop. So there is not a regular habit which is going on. Only when some things happen, then I think, oh, I have not walked today. I have to walk. And I start again. So I want to make walking as a regular part of my life and continue it always, because health is wealth. We always give advice to others. We speak in table topics, but unless you follow it, nobody will trust you. You have to be genuine and authentic in whatever you say. They say walk the talk. So unless I walk and keep myself fit, I cannot take care of my area. No. So now that I've become an area director, I have to be fit and agile to take care of at least 4 or 5 clubs. So today I take a vow in front of all of you, and I have promised in front of everyone, so that I will keep it in my mind. Oh, tomorrow I have to look slim and trim. I have promised in front of Chennai Tamil Toastmasters Club, I have to walk. So that will keep reflecting, or it will be at the back of my mind. And I take it as a challenge in front of you, saying that maybe in the next 1 year, before I complete my AD term, by June 2027, I will reduce my weight at least by 10 kgs, because it has been a long agenda in my mind, and I have put on weight unknowingly. I don't know how. So I have to reduce it, and let me take this vow in front of all of you to make walking as a regular habit. So what habit will you develop, Table Topic Master? Thank you for this topic, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma Nadraj, for sharing your habit. We wish you to follow your habit. Thank you so much. We have visiting Toastmaster, DTM Tirumurugan. Tirumurugan, are you available to take table topic? Just now he joined. Today's...
actually,
yes.
yeah, thank you for inviting me. So I will come, I will join next some other time. I'm just listening now. I'm outside.
Okay. Sure. Okay. I have one special topic for Ansuman. I hope he is married. Hope you are married. Okay. So the topic is, you forget the shopping list, came home without the items. So how do you answer your wife? So
Thank you, Table Topic Masters, and again, welcome all the Toastmasters. This is not a question. This particular one is basically a regular habit for me. Whatever my wife gives a list to purchase, I keep on forgetting. And the advantage is she also keeps on forgetting her list to include few things. So by the time I'm back home, she keeps on adding. So by the time I start, she sends a list which keeps updating. By the time I purchase, I miss few. And by the time I return back, she also added one more thing. For example, I forgot garlic to include. I have invited so many people. Tomorrow, garlic is very important ingredient for the food what I have. So you have to go back. I said, thank God you have given me opportunity to go back again, because I also forgot to bring few. So precisely, it is a balance of act from both the sides, and my wives keep forgetting. I keep forgetting because we are still thinking, which reflects in my lifestyle as well, as I told earlier, that we still keep thinking about adding list, whereas the love and respect between us with addition of list does not reduce. We never get irritated with each other in case we miss one or two items. We have a tendency to calmly handle it, go back, purchase, and come back happily. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you for sharing your ideas. Maybe we will try to implement it. Thank you for sharing it. Next, I would like to call Sangeeta. Your topic is it's very simple. What is one change that has reflected in your life? What is one change that has reflected in your life, Toastmaster Sangeeta? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity, Toastmaster Kavitha. Today, my topic is what is the one thing I have to change, right?
What is the one change that has reflected in your life?
The thing is, I have to change. Is it a habit or
anything?
Okay. The thing is, I have to work out. So recently, I joined yoga class. That will help. I believe I want to reduce my weight. So yoga will support to change our life will be better. So I don't know how to explain the yoga thing. So can we change the topic?
Okay, you can share your best childhood moment with us.
Okay. Yeah, let me talk about
Please
my
start.
best favorite. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Kavitha. Yeah, today my topic is my favorite food. So everyone loves to eat mommy's favorite food, like childhood memories. Still, we are following the childhood memories. Like I love chicken biryani. That is my favorite food. So nowadays, everywhere we are getting chicken biryani in restaurant. But one of my favorite food, what my mummy cooks with the aroma, everything, the masala, everything, it will be really. I feel somewhat relaxed feeling. It is emotional connected. Weekly once, I suggested to eat with family that will be attached with the entire family together. So once we go out, right, we have to pack those biryani stuff with enjoy outside the picnic area. Eventually, we have to connect with the family oriented functions. We have to. Oh, sorry, completely blank out. Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Kavitha. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your childhood experience. Any volunteer for next topic? Next topic is very, very simple and easy to speak. We have Tirumurugan Kandan. Tirumurugan Kandan, I would like to.
He is the one told it. He's in travel.
Okay. So, Anbarasan sir. Okay. So, your topic is what is the best place to think? What is the best place to think, Toastmaster Anbarasan? Unmute and speak.
Can you repeat the question, ma'am?
What is the best place to think?
Think.
Yeah, best place to think.
thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving this memorable question to me. In my life, the best place to think is in my hall while watching TV. Most of the time, I used to watch TV by continuously changing the channels. I never sit more than 10-15 minutes by to watch one channel in my TV. Even my house, my wife and my sons, everybody will tell that whenever you comes and sit watch the TV, you will keep on changing your remote channels, like, because I always think that what is there next. Seeing one channel, and at the same time I thought that to watch next channel. So I used to think I used to keep on think on in my hall. It has been helped me a lot because my childs were taken out the remote from my side, myself, and afterwards I used to think on myself about the thing which I need to do. If something I forget and something I was missing on the day, I that is the time which I bring myself to start to do the things. I think as I said, the best place used to think is in my hall by while watching a TV. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anbarasan, for sharing your thoughts. Now I would like to call Srimruti. Would you please take the table topics? Yes. Your topic is, I see the progress like first hard work, then smart work, then visualization. Now thinking is the highest priority. So what is your point of view where we have to concentrate? Hard work, smart work, visualization, or spending time for thinking? What is your point of view? Over to you, Smriti.
To achieve something in your life, or when you are invested in any project or any core or in your career path, I think all of it matters, and I think it's not easy to pick one out of the given options, because hard work, of course, without hard work you cannot reach success, you cannot get success. And with and also sometimes I have seen people preaching about smart work, that that there is always a clever path through which you can get and achieve your goals, but I have yet to do and indulge myself in smart work. And also visualization of like what you want to achieve in your life. Vision it in your mind, constantly imagine it and see yourself in that place, like you have already reached that place, and how you are traversing through your life when you have reached that particular post. Because when you imagine yourself that you have already achieved it, you have won half of the race. Because your mind has oriented in such a way which keeps pushing you towards that goal, and you are willing to do more hard work, put in more efforts for that goal. And also the last thing was that thinking about your goals, which is of course important, because but yeah, just thinking itself does not do wonder. You have to take action. You have to bring it and materialize it into the real world. uh, but uh, but still, if I have to choose among these four, I think hard work and visualization of the goal matters to me the most. Because it is often said, and I also believe in this quote, that your mind is the only limit you put yourself you put yourself into. So when you break the cage, when you think that you can uh, achieve big dreams in your life, I think you can achieve wonders. With that, I hand over the podium to Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Smriti, for sharing your thoughts. With that, I thank all the speakers for participating in table topics. Now, I would like to handle the. Yes, sir.
Anybody else want to take the role players? Want to take topics?
Yes, we have time. Anyone would like to take? They are still thinking, sir.
Yeah.
So, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Kavitha, for the wonderful conduct of the table topic session. So, my dear Toastmasters, let us move on to our next session of general evaluation. Before moving to general evaluation, let me share a small story about me where I was in still thinking mode. There was a college function, actually the alumni function, the latest, maybe 2 years back, I conducted a alumni function in our college. So I invited all those people. Once all my friends assembled together, I started talking something about old memories, some fun jokes, all those things. There was a mic with me. I was playing like anything in my own style. I was talking whatever I want. What happened? Suddenly, few of my masters entered into the hall. That's all. My speech, where it gone, I don't know. Suddenly, I moved into a still thinking mode. So up to that, I was very fluent in my language and content. Whatever I was thinking, I was able to deliver very well. When I saw my masters entered inside the hall, I don't know what happened to me. I forgot everything. I became blank like anything. I went to the still thinking mode, and 5 minutes I could not deliver anything because that fear. That is the respect of masters, right? So when we see whatever our positions, we may be in a better position now than our masters. But when we see our masters, we would go to the still thinking mode, and that was a experience for me. Just I thought of sharing with you all. So the general evaluation, the first part is the prepared speeches evaluation, and the next is role players report, and third is the general overall view about this meeting by the general evaluator. There are 3 sessions. Let us move into the prepared speeches session. The prepared speeches, first speech was given by our Anshuman. Anshuman's speech is going to be evaluated by our Smriti Agarwal. Now, this is what Smriti Agarwal only reminder that story about that still thinking mode. So whenever I see my masters, I used to go to still thinking mode. Here, she is a teacher, I heard, English teacher, that too. Whenever I see the young people, I used to afraid because these young people, how they are learning English, I don't know. From birth, they are very fluent in English, but we were not like that. After 10th standard only, we might started talking about grammar, even some people ABCD also. So we never thought of grammar up to 10th standard. Just to pass in the exam, we used to learn something. And after college, somehow we used to manage. After coming to duty, if you don't know English, you cannot survive. That's why we are learning English and talking in front of you like this. But these young people, how they are learning, where they are learning, I don't know. From childhood onwards, they are very fluent in English. Such a English literature we have today to evaluate Anshuman Malhotra, a member of Newton Toastmaster Club, pursuing masters in English literature from Banaras Hindu University. She loves reading books. Smriti Agarwal, the stage is yours. Please give your evaluation about Anshuman.
Thank you so much to our Toastmaster of the day. I just want to make one clarification that I am not an English teacher. I am only pursuing my master's in English literature. Now I shift my focus to my target speaker, Toastmaster Anshuman. Toastmaster Anshuman, you are a fabulous and a wonderful speaker, and your speech literally made me think that what commendations I should put for you, because your ingenuity, your cleverness, and your innovative skill literally put me into a state of astonishment. And with that, I would like to give you a few commendation points. The first thing which literally fascinated me in your speech was that when you are preparing to deliver your speech, I noticed that no one has introduced the speech title, but then you yourself made it clear that and you cleverly connected your entire speech with the theme of the day. Your entire experiences and your speech reflected the theme, that is still thinking, and you also shared your life experiences which related to the theme of today's meeting. And the next commendation point for you is that your clarity of speech, your pronunciation is clear, you have a good command over the language, and like your all in all, generally your speech makes sense to the audience. Now, moving on to the recommendation points, which I think will help you to further improve your speech and delivery of it. The first point I have for you, Toastmaster Anshuman, is that since we are in a virtual mode, I believe that it is a very good practice if you stand and deliver your speech, because when you stand and deliver your speech, it gives you a lot of space and opportunity to use hand gestures, hand movements, and to also cover stage, which will help you and which will give you extra points in any competition, in international speech competition, if you take part in it. The second point of recommendation for you, Toastmaster Anshuman, is that I felt like your speech was a conglomeration of various life experiences. I thought that there was not a single storyline. You delivered a lot of life experiences. Like, first you started with how you, when you wake up in the morning, you think that you will delay your getting up from the bed after 5 to 10 minutes, but then the process get procrastinated, and it elongates into 1 hour sleep. And then you said and then you moved to your experience that last year, or some at some point of your life, you wanted to buy a car, but then again you procrastinated for some time. Another life experience was that you were pursuing your studies in a science stream, but then you shifted to MBA because that would fetch you a quick and a good job with decent salary. So and then your last life experience was that you wanted to reduce weight, but then again you were still thinking about it, and you would go to your fridge and you would take drinks from the cold drinks from the fridge. So you see, like that although all these life experiences literally had a lot of potential to elicit humor in the audience members, but I think that you should use an umbrella story, like a single story, and and you just connect your life experiences with that single story, so that your entire structure makes sense and it is coherent. And the last point of recommendation for you, Toastmaster Anshuman, is that I believe you have a lot of potential as a humorous speaker. Literally, in the initial phase, you literally caught me off guard. But I think that you should literally use facial gestures. You should bring some expressions into your face. You should use your hand movements, and you should also change your vocal variety when necessary in your speech, because I think all these tools literally help you to give a effective humorous speech. Because when you change your vocal variety, like one time I wanted to reduce my weight, and I would go to the fridge, and I would see cold drinks, and I would drink it. So, like, in your own way, in your own individual way, if you craft it like this, if you change your vocal variety, will the audience will relate to it. The audience will understand that yes, this is a humorous point. And also when you are delivering a humorous speech, you need to take necessary pauses so that the audience gets time to think, and the audience and your life experiences gets clicked by the audience, so that your humor, the point of humor reaches to the audience. So all in all, a very good speech, clever speech, original and innovative, and only if you inculcate these recommendation points, I think you are going to literally induce peals of laughter in your audience. With that, I hand over the podium to our Toastmaster.
Thank you, Smriti, for the wonderful detailed evaluation about Anshuman's speech. Actually, just for Anshuman, it was his strong area, the humorous speech. He was into that. Actually, today's theme he incorporated in his speech instantly. I don't know how a prepared speech cannot come like that. That is the ability of a passionate, experienced Toastmaster. So many theme points he could able to include in his speech. That was, I think, instantly he managed well. There was a humor in that. As Smriti told, if you include all those points, definitely your speech would go to next level. And just I want to mention about Smriti Agarwal. You have a very strong grip in the language, and that visible. But you are going little fast. I think people like me maybe cannot grab your each and every point, because we need some digestion time to analyze your points. You are delivering excellent points, but we need to get into our mind and analyze it, understand the meaning. Before that, you move to next point. So that my kind suggestion. You are an excellent speaker. When you explain to Anshuman about how he would talk, that was excellent. We all mesmerized. You demonstrated, right, how Anshuman should talk about that conversation. So in that you excelled. So if that is the way, if you speak, we will be loving your speech. A little faster you are going. That's what my kind observation from your speech. So please continue to join here and educate us with your literature knowledge. We need people like you. Thank you very much. So with that, let us move on to the next session. It's role player reports. Let us get a report from our accounter, Anbarasan. Anbarasan, please deliver your report as accounter.
Thank you, sir. For our counter report, Toastmaster Pradima, on his educational session, he used 3 plus R's and 2 plus M's. Toastmaster Ezhilarasan used 5 plus R. Toastmaster Anshuman never used any filler words during his speech, including the table topic. Toastmaster Sangeeta used R 5 plus times. Toastmaster Smriti used R 5 plus times, and repeated word called about us 3 more times, 3 more times. With this, my counter report is over. It's stage back to Ezhilarasan, sir.
Thank you, Anbarasan, for your keen observation. Definitely, we would increase our focus on this use of us. Let us get report from our grammarian Uma Nadaraj. Uma Nadaraj, ma'am, could you please deliver your report?
So today's word of the day and idiom of the day were used by many of the Toastmasters. Toastmaster Ezhilarasan used word of the day twice and also idiom of the day once. Toastmaster Pradyumna used both word of the day and idiom of the day. Toastmaster Kavitha used word of the day once. Then there were very good usages of words also by Toastmaster Pradyumna, like reluctant, incorporate, stoop me to the ground, reiterate, feedback is the breakfast for champions, then incorporate, grand success. And Toastmaster Smriti used words like space, opportunity, ingenuity, fascinated. So overall, even the table topic speakers did a good job. Everybody gave a good speech. So not many not so good usages. I couldn't note down much. So with that, let me hand over to the table Toastmaster of the day. Over to you.
Thank you, Manaraj ma'am. Next, let us get report from our timer, Srimati. Srimati, please deliver your report.
So on our educational section, Pradyumna used 14 minutes 58 seconds, and our speaker Anushman used 6 minutes 15 seconds. For the table topics, Toastmaster Uma Natarajan used 2 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Anushman used 1 minute 21 seconds. Toastmaster Sangeeta 2 minutes 33 seconds. Toastmaster Anbarasan 1 minute 50 second, and Toastmaster Smriti 1 minute 31 second. And for the evaluation section, Toastmaster Smriti used 5 minutes 28 second. So that's all about the today's report. Over to you, Ezhilarasan sir.
Thank you, Srimati, for your focus and attention in the timing. So we are all enjoying the meeting, but you are focusing on the time, the toughest job in the Toastmaster meeting. Best wishes and congratulations. And next, I think our trivia master listener
Uma
is
ma'am
gone out of
is
the meeting.
doing the listening.
I
Trivia
think,
master. Uma
yeah,
ma'am is doing.
yeah, whoever having questions, shoot out the question. Whoever knows, let them answer.
Yeah, so I will be the trivia master. Suddenly, I was given this, what do you say, this role. As I was thinking something else, this message came. And so I had to take it. And out of the box, I'm not going to ask any questions, something from the speeches only. So the first question is, what was the out of the box tactic used by Toastmaster Ezhilarasan whenever his wife asked him why he forgot to throw the trash? Whenever his wife asked why you forgot to throw the trash, what was the out of the box technique used by him?
Thinking about something.
Yes, thinking seriously about something. So that his wife will tell, oh, he's thinking something very seriously, and she forgot to scold him or reprimand him. So very good, Toastmaster Srimati. The second one, what are the 4 parts of the tissue paper according to Toastmaster Pradyumna when he compared it to Toastmasters? So the 4 divisions of the tissue paper, how are they compared to Toastmasters? What are the 4 evaluation parts which he compared to? You can name at least 1 or 2. He told 4. At least you can tell 1 or 2.
He used tissue paper as evaluation sheet.
Yeah, can you be a little louder, man?
He used tissue paper as evaluation sheet.
Definitely. But what were the 4 parts that he mentioned? The tissue paper has 4 parts. Like that, in our evaluation also, we have 4 parts. What are they?
The 4 positive points, 3 negative points.
Okay.
And positive, negative point should not be more than the positive point.
You are just giving your idea about evaluation. But the exact thing what he said was, the first one was things which you liked. Then the things which can be improved, that is the second one. And the third one, the challenges that can be given to the speaker to make himself a better speaker. Fourth one is the summary. So these were the 4 divisions that he told. Then the third one, what item did Toastmaster Anshuman tell that he forgot once? When his wife told him to get something, he forgot that item. What was that?
Garlic.
Very good. Okay. What was the question given to Toastmaster Sangeeta in the beginning? Toastmaster Sangeeta itself can answer.
So she was giving one topic.
Yeah, what was the topic?
Oh, I forgot.
I think that
That is
topic
what I
was.
skipped, and then I asked the other
Yeah.
topic.
I think that
Sorry,
topic
I was
was
asking.
what part of your life reflects, what is the important aspect of your life which reflects on you, something like that.
Yeah, almost near. What is one change that has reflected in your life? That was the question. Okay. Then Toastmaster Anbarasan said the best place for him to think.
Is hall. Watching the TV.
Watching
While he
TV.
was watching the TV, he used to think.
Hall.
Okay. Right. And how many years back was the alumni function conducted that Toastmaster Ezhilarasan remembered? He told about one story where he attended an alumni function. How many years back was that? He saw his mentors and suddenly he forgot how to speak. So when was that? How many years back was that? It was 2 years back. So with that, thank you for the opportunity. And many of you were great listeners. Like great speakers are great listeners. So keep listening and let us keep growing. With that, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Manan Rajvam, for taking multiple roles instantly and conducting that very effectively. Definitely, your question made us to think and analyze. Thank you very much. So, with that, we received all the reports from all the role players. So now it's a time for the general evaluation. The general evaluation all over this meeting, we are talking about that. Really, the meeting was only the shortfall is the role players and mainly the TMOD and the general evaluator somehow dropped, even though we did not drop the quality in the meeting. That's what I think. Everybody's participation, support, instantly accepting the role. So that's what moved this meeting smoothly. I think we did not have any big shortfall in the quality of the meeting. There may be a role player shortfall, but meeting was in the same quality as we conduct regularly. So that the improvement part is only thing we need to make sure the role players that my responsibility and be myself and Kavitha will take care of that. That's an opportunity for improvement. Other things, there are a lot of good things in the meeting content, the table topics, especially the Anshuman speech. He accepted to deliver the speech in his Chennai Tamil Toastmaster meeting, in the joint meeting. Thanks for the Anshuman. And our Prityumna, I think, is not here. Definitely the art of evaluation. He was insightful in the evaluation session, gave a lot of key points. There are a lot of takeaway in that. And each and every role players, table topic was, as usual, it was very interesting. So only thing we used to develop and have backup for role players. Anyway, these type of issues there in all type of meeting I have seen. But anyway, somehow we manage this meeting. That's what the good part about this meeting. Thank you very much for all your support. With that note, we will move to the end of this meeting. Just before we end, let us touch a little bit about the still thinking attitude. So we discussed many things about still thinking attitude, but there are a few negative points about also we need to discuss. The still thinking attitude is many ways good, but sometimes if you elongate that thinking attitude, you may lose some opportunities. That is a disadvantage of still thinking attitude. So don't think overthinking is not advisable. So you need to take quick decisions, but quick decision also you need to take appropriate time. The required time you need to take should not be impulsive. That also very important. And there may be a decision paralysis. If you have a still thinking attitude, your decision making ability may come down. If you are in a competitive world, so you need to make your decision very fast. For that, your thinking should be very fast. And reduced confidence. The still thinking, if you have those type of attitude for a long time, so that may reduce your confidence. It may give stress and anxiety and inefficiency, missed spontaneity. Your spontaneity might miss. Sometimes you need to answer when trivia master asking, you need to instantly give the answer. That will make the situation good. The pleasant mood will come. If you delay the answer, that enthusiasm, that taste will not be there. So that is very important. And it may create impact on a relationship also. If you delay to answer something, so they would think you are not respecting them. So those type of disadvantages also there in the still thinking attitude. So we discussed about both positive and negatives. So we need to balance this. Wherever it's required, we need to use that one. Wherever to very impulsive, there we need to give instant answers. So that was a wonderful topic to discuss with you all. Your feedbacks. With that, let us conclude our meeting. Before conclude our meeting, we want to get feedback from our guest. Anshuman, please start with you. Please give your feedback about this meeting, because first time you are joining in this meeting from safety professional Toastmaster. Please.
Yeah, thank you very much, TMOD, and actually we really thoroughly enjoyed, though I was just running from office back to home, and I really did not get any time whatsoever to prepare for the speech. It is a spontaneous speech, just some thought process shared with you. I mean, that is always an advantage, having friends around when you are in a Toastmaster, so that you don't have that sense of hesitation to speak. You normally do not, like our counter said, you do not have so much count in between, because you feel confident speaking to friends, familiar faces, and nice to see such a wonderful team. Though it's small, but it has done a great job to come conclude the meeting in a really professional way. Rightly named professional Toastmasters. It is really going to fetch a lot of fans for you. I am sure that in forthcoming days we'll have more number of participants. I'm there. The timing somehow is not great for me to join because I come from office around 5:30, so it's slightly challenging for me to Sunday being the first working day in Qatar. So coming and joining straight away would be difficult, but I'll try my level best to join and even take some roles going forward, grammarian or some other roles going forward. So feel free. You are always a friend, a good friend, and I cannot say no to you. That is how a couple of days before I've decided to take the role of a speaker and a semi-prepared speech, half cooked, but somehow with friends like you around, familiar faces and comfort, I could deliver. Thank you once again. Really enjoyed the session today.
Thank you, Anshuman. As you said, some dishes we have to cook awfully. The taste would be more. That's what today we felt. Really, thank you very much. Kavitha would have noted Anshuman's speech and his number also. Definitely, we would invite you in the future meetings. Please join and support us. We can learn together, grow together. We need your experience in this platform. Thank you very much. Sangeeta, would you please share your experience?
Yeah, my experience is really, it's a little difficult for me to continue, I think, because my only thing is group speaking is little bit new for me, to little bit also scary while I'm speaking, right? My my thoughts and all inside the box. It's not coming outside of the box. I believe I will reflect soon. I will be more comfortable with you all. Thank you, Ezhilarasan.
But honestly, you are doing great. Honestly, you're even see a lot of us, many of us, we have a hesitation of not coming out clean. I'm sorry, I'm intervening in between. We do not come out with truth. Once we understand that this is, if we define our problems, we can solve it easily. And it is so nice of you. God bless you also again, all of you rather, that you come out with your challenges and so that we can overcome those. And feel free, like I keep on saying this. I try to find who is a familiar friend, familiar face or friendly face in my when I'm operating in a screen, and that makes my speech easier. So similarly, when we are delivering physical in-person speech also, we try to find out some couple of good friends around. So keep on visiting them, looking at them, you feel comfortable, and gradually you learn those techniques to speak properly. But most importantly, you have found out what is the challenges, it will help you. Sorry, Elizabeth, I intervened just to guide her. As a seasoned Toastmaster, it is our duty also to guide people, right?
Yeah, thank you very much. That's
Thank
what
you, Anshuman.
Toastmaster.
Yeah, thank you for your suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always there is a positive atmosphere is here, so everybody would like to help each other. That's what this platform speciality. So thank you, Anshuman, for that kind words. Sangeeta, you are in the right path. As Anshuman told, we were in worse than you. You know, you see our speeches some 10 years back. It was same. You are better in that version. So you see, in 2 minutes you framed an excellent relation, right? You are not out of the box, you are inside the box. That was a good thinking, right? How it came. So that's what speech. So if you make these type of things, the magic would happen and it will impress everybody. So that's what record. You are in the right platform. Continue to join here and participate here. Definitely you would improve your speeches. So I know you have the thinking ability, and Anshuman told you have your problem very clear. You are able to write your problem. You are 50% of your worry problem solved. That's what used to say, right? So you are clear about your problem. So it is 50% is over. Remaining 50% automatically it will happen. Thank you very much for joining. Anybody else want to share any of your thoughts? Anbarasan, Srimati, Kavitha? For me,
I would like to
as you,
thank you everyone because due to time constraints, I could not able to share the agenda and flyer. So I would like to thank you everyone for participating in today's meeting. Your speech was wonderful, sir. I really enjoyed your speech.
so that was the instant role somehow to
Yes,
manage
it
that.
was wonderful speech. I really enjoyed it.
Thank
yes,
you,
sir.
thank you.
When you
Andasan?
said only, we get to know that it's an instant speech, but unless otherwise, we doesn't know that. It's
Wait,
like
you were addressing
purely
to me or
prepared
to
speech. To you, sir. And Aishman.
No, just call me Anshuman. See, one thing is there. Somebody told me that it should not be, even if you have prepared or not, it should not reflect when you are delivering, right? So I try to do something that, but honestly, only day before yesterday I decided to deliver the speech because our president is a very very close friend. We interact low, rarely. But I like him very much. He's a very humble gentleman. There are some people you cannot say no, right? I mean, you should know there are some people you should not say no. So again, that right remains with him. Whenever he needs me, I'll be there for the club.
Thank you, Anshul.
Yeah.
Okay, Srimati, you want to share your thoughts, please?
Today's meeting was very excellent, and I think we started on time and ended on time. And even the role plays are not available. We internally managed with ourselves. That was great. And the speeches like Anushman and Pradyumna, I was wondering about their speaking style and all. It was very nice. And that's it.
Thank you, Srimati. So with that note, let me conclude Chennai Tamil Toastmaster meeting number 26 and